Steamed tapioca with coconut milk. Yum, yum. Okay, good morning, good morning. This is a bit of an unusual episode because we're not really doing a hawker stall, but we're actually doing a BAK KWA stall here. Hi, you're watching Gregsby Eats, and we're here at a shop house along Changi Road to talk about a very unique BAK KWA, which is always in huge demand during the Chinese New Year period in Singapore. We're talking about Peng Hiang, right over here. During the Chinese New Year period, queues are on average about 3 hours long, but people have been known to queue as long as a whopping 8 hours for their order. The business started in 1943 at Pearls Hill Road before relocating to North Bridge Road in 1956. In 1972, they moved once more to Changi Road, and that is where they are based currently. And when I say that their BAK KWA is unique, I really mean it. Their BAK KWA is really unique. No one else in Singapore actually sells BAK KWA like this. So come, let's have a taste. Can I buy some? Okay. Give me the 500 grams, this one, royal slice, and 500 grams pineapple, and the chili barbecue you have or not?
Chili not right now, must wait for a while.
Oh, okay. Wait for about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Can I just have 4 pieces of the normal one? Thanks very much. Huh? Okay, firstly, what did I order? Let me tell you, there are 5 varieties, but I ordered 4 of it. I didn't order the chicken BAK KWA because chicken is chicken, okay? The main reason why you buy BAK KWA is for the pork. This is what I paid for. 500 grams of the royal sliced pork, 500 grams of the pineapple barbecue pork, and 500 grams of the royal sliced chili, and 4 pieces of the normal barbecue pork. There we go. $96. $96.80, and then GST is actually inclusive in the price. So this is what the bag looks like. Best consumed within 3 days from date of purchase. Keep refrigerated within 3 days to preserve freshness. The royal barbecue pork. Now this is what made them famous. This is their main signature, and then the pineapple one is their other signature. Okay, so let's open this. This looks great. This looks pretty awesome. Give me 500, this is just one piece now here. So I'm just going to eat this piece just to show you what it looks like. Freaking amazing. Good. The first thing you notice is that the meat is sliced extremely thick, about twice that of a typical slice of BAK KWA. So a 500 gram packet only has about 8 slices or so, but let me go and count that first. Sorry, only 5 slices, that's it. 5 slices plus this a little bit here. So that's 500 grams. So I suspect that the thickness partially contributes to the softer than usual meat texture of the BAK KWA here. I mean, it is sliced meat, but as compared to normal sliced meat BAK KWA, right? This is probably the softest that I've tasted it. Their grilling process it looks like the same as any other place. There were actually some blogs saying that the meats were slow roasted, but I don't think so. It is just grilled normally and then it is left to cool. Flavor wise, it has got a very, very light marinated taste. You can taste a little bit of the pork, which is amazing. This is one of the lightest flavored BAK KWA brands out there. But it is really, really good as a result. But bear in mind that when I say that it is lighter flavored, right? That is in comparison to other BAK KWAs who tend to be very, very flavoursome. So there's still quite a lot of flavour here. It's actually very, very soft, lean meat. It's actually very, very soft. A lot of moisture in here. And there's a very, very light smokiness to the flavour. I mean, the BAK KWA from Peng Hiang, it looks the most natural out of all of the BAK KWA offerings in the market. It's got maybe a bit of colouring, but it isn't so red. This doesn't seem so red, see? The only thing which this is missing is it's got soft bite, but some fat would be nice. That's just me personally, but I like a lot more fat in this. So next, talking about their pineapple barbecue pork lah. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. 500 grams. Let's see how many pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a bit. 6 and a bit right there. There we go. That's the pineapple over there. Amazing. Peng Hiang are apparently the first ones to actually sell pineapple bak kwa in the market lah. Arguably, this is the bigger bestseller lah, as compared to the royal slice. So it's basically mincemeat bak kwa with small pineapple chunks mixed in. I think the idea is to achieve the ultimate soft meat texture in a bak kwa lah. So this is it. Amazing. It's minced, but because it's so thick, right, you can actually taste the meat textures here. It's really amazing. I mean, the pineapple gives the bak kwa a very subtle, complementary pineapple flavor, a bit of a fruity flavor, and it tenderizes the meat even more. So the bite here is very, very soft and it is reasonably juicy here. I mean, this is softer than the sliced. So when it comes to the actual tenderness of it, right, maybe the pineapple makes a very, very slight difference in the tenderness, but it's really negligible. The reason why you're buying the pineapple barbecue pork is really for that flavor of the pineapple itself lah, to give it that fruity flavor. One thing it is missing is that it doesn't have a lot of fat in it, which is good for people who don't want a lot of fat, but there's still an oil richness lah. So you see, right, those light colored bits, it's not fat. It's just pineapple pieces, that's it. So it's good or bad depending on the sort of person you are. Some people like a lot of pork fat, some people don't. So, again, it's got that sweet savory thing going on, but it is not as sweet savory as a lot of bak kwa brands out there. But the pineapple just make it very, very slightly sweeter lah. And again, there's a wonderful char grilled quality to it lah. It's great. Now I'm going to keep this, and then I'm going to take out the normal the barbecue pork, which is basically their minced pork with no pineapple inside. Okay, so they call this a dried barbecue pork. I don't know why it's dried barbecue pork. I just think it's normal mincemeat bak kwa lah. I've tried the other two, but I've never tried this before lah. So let's see. This is just 4 pieces only. Yep, still very, very thick. Really thick, as you can see. To me, it's just as juicy. It's still very, very good lah. Again, it's got that sweet savory thing. It's not too heavy, very, very light. A lot of moisture inside. And of course, it's got a nice charred smokiness to it lah. Again, it is missing the fat inside lah. But again, there is still an oil richness there lah. I think that if they actually did add the fat inside, right, it may actually become overly rich, but that's just a speculation. Right. Now, there's still one more bak kwa which I want to try, but it's not ready yet. It's their chili royal slice, I think it's called. Slice royal chili, it's called over there. They need to cook it. It is now 11:09. They say that it will be ready at about 11:30 or so lah. So we just have to wait. Yeah, okay. Thanks very much. Thank you. Okay, so finally this one. Before I go on, the reason why it's so loud is because of this. There's like a car mechanic shop there, you see? Right over there. So I apologize for the noise. So this is the chili barbecue pork. It's already been sealed. I forgot to tell the auntie not to seal it. Oh ho ho ho. Well, this is freshly grilled. It looks fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 5.5 pieces. This is the half, so I'm just going to eat the half. Oh. So the sliced raw chili obviously is the sliced pork, just as thick, and it's got the chili spice inside. And it's actually got quite a noticeable chili spice inside. It's not light, but it doesn't interfere. Again, there isn't a lot of fat inside, but there are like oily bits here and there. And this is as soft as sliced bak kwa can get lah. Very nice. I'm just surprised actually. It's really good. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention is that the bak kwa here has got no preservatives lah. I presume the fact that they don't actually put any preservatives inside, right, actually means that it actually ends up tasting rather natural. not so processed lah, in a way. Some bak kwa can taste really processed. So that was a look at Peng Hiang bak kwa, and I'm tempted to say that it is the kind of bak kwa that everyone will love. But I can see why quite a few people will actually not like the bak kwa here. The softer bite would probably not appeal to a lot of older folk lah, who tend to prefer their bak kwa with a very hardy, meaty chew. It's also not an intense taste, and some people prefer that intense burst of flavor in the mouth, you know. But for those who get it right, it's simply the best that's out there. It's the only bak kwa brand that is sliced thick, and it's got a wonderful tenderness, and it purposely holds back on the flavor lah, for that less is more approach. You see, the problem with a lot of bak kwa is that very often the taste is so flavor intense that it's almost too overwhelming to have more than a few bites. The bak kwa from Peng Hiang is actually ideal as a snack while you watch your favorite TV show, and you want to keep on munching on something and just slowly munch throughout the whole show. You can't do that with a lot of bak kwas. It works because the flavor is so nicely delicate. However, this bak kwa does have its downsides. There's a lot of moisture in the meat, and that's what makes it so good. But because of its moisture, right, the bak kwa will dry out quicker than normal. It is best eaten when you actually buy it from the shop, or at best not more than 2 or 3 days. It says there 3 days, but I would say it's safer to stick to 2 days, and then you gotta put it in the fridge. If you keep it for more than that amount of time, right, you notice that the quality will degrade more as compared to other bak kwa brands. Also note that if you intend to buy it over the Chinese New Year period, right, the store will limit the buying of it to 3 kg per customer. Plus, what makes it worse is that they have no website and online delivery. So you have to get your bak kwa in a very tedious old school way. You queue up at the shop, place your order, then pay. Then they will give you a day and time where you can come and collect it. So you have to queue twice to buy this bak kwa. Part of the reason for the queues is partially because the business closed its retail outlet at Pearl Centre in 2015 or 2016 lah. And instead of expanding, they've chosen to remain as a single outlet at Changi, right here. So all the demand is actually funneled into this single outlet. So over the Chinese New Year period, buying this bak kwa is very, very tedious lah. You have been warned. Okay, I forgot to add one more fact, is that if it's during Chinese New Year, right, most bak kwa businesses will actually raise their prices, but not at Peng Hiang. The prices actually remain constant even though it's a Chinese New Year period. So the price as it is the price at Chinese New Year as well. There will be no increase lah. Okay, back to the vlog. So thanks for watching another episode of Greg's Big Eats, where we eat through the whole of Singapore. If you like this episode, give it a like, subscribe and comment below, and turn on the notifications bell. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.